Hey, what up, everybody?
Okay.
See, Will.
It's a new year.
Hey, happy new
Happy New Year to
We're a
you
bit
guys.
late, but
Yeah.
yo, we. How many days late?
2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, it's
2
the
straight weeks.
yeah, and we're a bit down today because we've been having technical
Yeah. For the past like 2 hours or so.
2 hours. So, but yo, what's up, everybody? What's good?
I hope everybody's good.
Hope everybody's good. Everybody's
It's a new year,
healthy.
it's a new week. It's a new day. A weekend.
Ish,
A new
fine.
episode.
2021. Let's just hope this year gets
Much better than last year.
yeah. It was last year was a bit heavy, and I think a lot of people suffered last year.
But it still crazy, bro, because I really feel like, yeah, we're in a new year, but we still feeling like it's
I don't know.
2020.
Yeah, because
You know?
people don't want to stay at home. Why don't you guys stay at home?
It's
Me, I enjoy
impossible.
being at home, though.
It's really impossible, you know.
How?
Because you need to go out there to get the money. So it's crazy, you know. It's
Yeah,
really
but the thing is, let's talk about what made the rates go up. It was the party.
yeah,
So people partied, people did all this stuff. So
that's why we're back on level 3 right now.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like people must just behave, dog. That's
And,
my opinion.
and the first batch of vaccine is coming this month.
This month,
Yeah. So the first batch is for.
are you taking it?
Nah. And now when it was like breaking down the causes of it, it didn't mention young people like us. Because they said the first batch is for frontline workers, which are the doctors, the nurses. The next one goes to people like the policemen and the elder. You know,
The elderly people.
Yeah, and the third,
Bafuna ukubulala abantu now.
so they said by covering all these, you know, groups, we'll achieve 60% for herd immunity. So once we achieve 60%, it's herd immunity, my brother. That's it.
Hi, Mr. President.
It's crazy.
All right, but anyway, listen, I've been just to explain to people. We had an episode. It was actually a crazy
An
episode.
amazing episode.
We had an episode, but unfortunately, because of technical issues that we had,
Yeah.
we couldn't
Put it out.
Hence, we're a bit late now. But we had an amazing artist called Sean Ego.
Yeah.
But today he couldn't make it, so because he's shooting promotional stuff. But I promise, because it's an artist that I brought on board. So
Yeah.
I promise that next weekend I'm gonna make sure that he's around so we can redo the whole.
It was
Because we had an amazing.
bro.
It was crazy. If Ice Eazy still, you know what, Ice Eazy will.
I still have it. You know,
It's
but
still
the problem
because
is
of certain
there's one
shorts.
short, yeah.
Yeah,
there's
so
one short.
I think Ice Eazy, what he'll do is just give you like a
Let's just put it out as pieces, like the behind the scenes of things.
just put that the small piece
Yeah.
like because so what's gonna happen is when we have this is a 30 minutes thing, but
Yeah.
when we have artists we're gonna push it to an hour.
It was like an hour.
Yeah,
The
an hour and
longest.
a half. Yeah, so
Yeah,
when we have
the
guests
longest.
on the show, it's not just artists, but it depends on what we're talking about that day.
Yeah.
We're gonna push it to an hour and a half. But anyway, what's been happening in the game, bro? I've been off because I've been going through a very bumpy first month of the year. So I've been offline. I haven't been active, and I think a lot of people saw on my Instagram that I haven't been active much.
Yes, I'm on my side, bro. I've really been like off, but I've been there in terms of, course, we never really spoke about the great shows. I've been on Netflix a lot, big time, you know, so I'm just checking out all these new shows, you know, and there's this one by South Africans called, what's this? Kings of Joburg. Have you seen it?
No.
That's an amazing show. It's like
Kings of
crazy.
Joburg.
Yeah, it's produced by the Fergusons.
What's that about?
Basically it's like this rich family. So it's brothers. It's pretty much the queen. It's pretty much the queen.
The Fergusons must.
You know, it's like the same thing.
I feel like the Fergusons need to hire people, more writers, more producers,
Yeah.
more executive producers, because I've noticed a pattern in the shows.
Yeah, you can still feel the queen when you're watching the series. You can still, you know.
That is
feel
what
the
I'm
queen.
saying. So we
Yeah.
need new, because I believe that it's probably shot by the same people,
Yeah.
directed by the same people,
Written by the same
written
people,
by the
yeah.
same people, produced by the same people. So this goes to what I said in one of the episodes back in the days. Employment. We need to employ more people. We need to go out there and find more people. We can't use the same people over and over. The industry is full of the same people. So it's time for fresh faces, fresh minds, fresh perspective, fresh everything. The old people need to sit back and literally pass on the torch, because nobody's passing on the torch. Kudos to the Fergusons, because the Fergusons been pushing. They've been doing, even though there was drama and all the stuff back in the day of what apparently they did. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm just saying it's time for them to pass on the torch. To somebody new.
Exactly.
New people. You can still. What's their companies? What's the name of the production company?
It's Ferguson Films. Yeah.
Ferguson's Films. You can still have a new writer or a new director or have a director that shoots for
the Queen. Yeah.
Have a director that shoots for Kings of Joburg and different writers, different producers. Because you watch shows that we enjoy from overseas. It's still same company, but it's different people, different writers. Unless the writer of that show had, for example, there's a show that I enjoy. Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, and Chicago Med. It's the same producer, it's the same writer, the same creator. Dick Wolf. But if you pay attention to the shows, it's different writers. He doesn't work with the same people with the show. He works with different people because he wants to have a different feel. So, but I bet there's new actors in the show. I hope.
There are a couple.
Is it new or show actors that we know?
Yeah, it's mostly actors from the Queen. So it's mostly actors from the Queen. But on the brighter side, there's Lupin. Have you seen Lupin? It's like a 21 new series. It's crazy, man.
I'll check them out.
Yeah.
I'll check them out.
I'm like, like Netflix is really coming through for Africa, my shit. It's really coming.
But that's what Netflix is. I feel Netflix, what it does is it has the platform. Because remember, it's a streaming platform. It's not it's pay as you view. It's a streaming platform. And people, if you have an idea and it works, you take it to them, and they actually. And I don't know how it works, if you have the infrastructure to shoot it and you bring it to them and it's quality, they put it up. So it's a good thing. But at the same time it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing because of filtering.
Did you watch Blood and Water?
I was told. I saw the trailer, looked good, but I wasn't impressed.
Now that one is most amazing of them all, like from South Africa so far. From my side, I really feel like that one is the most amazing of them all.
But you as a company, you need to have filtration. You need to have a filter on what's good, what's bad. Because let's not lie. Netflix has had shows that, honestly speaking, were not.
But I feel like as a platform, it's okay, to have all types of shows.
But there needs to be quality, and there needs to be quality. But I gotta give it up but let's be honest. Don't get me wrong. What they doing for Africa, nobody has done it before for us. So shout out to Netflix and all of that. Shout out.
If you know the music side, I really feel like Apple Music is doing this amazing thing with this new artist to check out, like new artist of the month, something like that. Like they're featuring a lot of these upcoming artists, which is something really amazing, bro.
But to be on that radar, you need to have iTunes numbers. Because I remember doing my research. So Apple Music says you need to have a good followership and you need to have a good streaming. Once you have good streaming and once you have at least numbers that are someone looking good, that's when I feel like nowadays it's all about the numbers game. If you don't have numbers, and I've seen artists who have numbers but they don't know how to use those numbers. And I've seen artists without numbers and they need those numbers and they don't get anything, and whatever they're pushing out is actually good.
Like last week, I saw a lot of press releases, a lot of artists complaining that Spotify took down 75,000 songs from the platform.
Why?
Because of the fake streams. It seems like a lot of...
Okay, but how do you fake a stream?
Basically, you can just buy a stream or you can listen to your music. So I think Spotify now is AI systems that they can actually dictate that activity, and that's why.
But with Spotify, bro, like with Spotify, right?
Yeah.
I somewhat listen. I'm an artist, and I remember when I dropped my album. One of my frustrations was we literally get paid less than a cent.
Yeah.
We literally get paid less than a cent
For a stream.
For a stream, right?
Yeah.
And for me to actually earn a decent amount of money that will be able to sustain me, because remember, bro, recording an album isn't free. And I think we are so comfortable with this thing of I'm recording in my own bedroom studio, you understand?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that go. Promotion isn't free. Marketing isn't free. PR isn't free. You understand? And us getting paid less than a cent, it's literally an unfair thing.
Facts.
You know, so we have, and I feel like people don't want to voice this out because they're so afraid of this platform. We're so afraid of Spotify that they're gonna end up taking away my music, or red flagging my music, because if I ever voice out, I'm gonna look bad and they're not gonna like me anymore.
Exactly.
We can't have that. I mean, like, it's not that cheap, and it's understandable why artists end up faking streams. So Spotify needs to figure out what they can do to help artists or rather pay us at least 2 cents
Exactly.
per stream.
Exactly. And one thing of note in those,
Not even 2 cents, 10 cents per stream.
in those 75,000 songs, it's only independent artists.
You see,
no major record
and the major
labels.
labels, I can bet you now, major record labels
Yeah.
they have a way of faking their streams.
Yeah.
So they didn't delete big artists because of they bring in clicks.
Yeah, like the major record labels.
So they bring in clicks.
And apparently, the major record labels have the power to negotiate the cost per stream with these platforms. So you might find that as independent, you're getting 0.001, but for an
Not even
artist,
0.0, it's 0.0. If I remember well, last time I checked, it was 0.00. I think there's another zero there.
Yeah.
3 something.
Yeah. So like for a major artist, in a major record label, they can negotiate the price. And get
How, bro?
with all these
So,
platforms,
but at the same
Apple
time,
Music, Spotify, they can negotiate. So they're the ones who actually have the power. Because like the major artists are the one who bring in the streams. So which means they have power over these platforms. So somehow they can control.
so don't you
these
think is better for an independent artist to? No, because remember, for me to have access to Spotify, I can't upload music on Spotify for free, right? I need to have a distributor, and I have to pay the distributor monthly for me to be able to upload, right?
And they take a percentage from after Spotify has taken their own percentage as well.
Right? So fine. So I have to pay Spotify. I have to pay. How do I pay Spotify and then pay my distributor with 0.003 or 0.003 cent something? It doesn't. So so isn't it better for an artist to take that same money that they pay, calculated, bro? And for us, if I remember well, it's 300 or 400 and something rand per year.
Yeah.
Right? To have a distributor, and then the distributor is going to distribute your music, right?
Yeah.
And to actually get a website, but to get a website is cheaper.
Yeah.
It's less than I think it's less than 50 rand per month.
You see.
So don't you think it's better to invest that 50 rand in opening your website and actually uploading your own music on that website and get people to flood to that website?
I think that's the major problem, because people are already listening to music on Spotify. So, like, let's take you for example. Do you listen to music?
Me?
Yeah.
Is YouTube, Spotify, and Apple, because I'm an artist. I already have profiles.
Like if I try diverting you to just my website, will it be an easy decision to make?
Okay, fair enough.
See, that's the problem.
So now we getting.
It's like
listen, Spotify and stuff like that. They're great platforms. I remember when I released my album last year, and when I was uploading my music, Spotify was actually the first way it went to, and I think the interface of me opening my profile and doing that, it was an amazing experience. I gotta give it up. Spotify's interface is for an artist.
Even for artist features,
it's like beautiful.
The canvas and all that.
Yes, and how they put together your music, where your music, the music that you are on, the artists that you have worked with, and artists, if they search for you as an artist, then they search for me. It actually puts it down there. People are also searching for this. You understand what I'm saying? It's amazing.
You know, like we're just complaining about the royalties.
Yes,
we're not taking away.
Yes, and I don't want them to think that, oh, okay, these people, they think no. My problem is, what about an independent artist who doesn't have a major record deal, who is trying to make it, and at the same time, as much as a famous artist, they have mouths to feed.
Yeah.
We also, as independent artists, have mouths to feed.
Exactly. But the great thing, I see a lot of independent artists sort of like topping the charts right now, you know, which is, you know...
Who's topping the charts now?
There are a lot, you know. There are people like Lane, people like Blackie, Costa Teach, like a lot.
So Costa Teach is independent. This is Costa just signed?
Nah, Costa is independent. Independent. Costa Teach.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually thought Costa Teach was, so to get your name wrong, bro. Costa Teach was signed under Sony or something.
Nah, Costa is independent.
Okay, I'm gonna actually go
people
research
like,
this thing heavy.
Lucas Raps, Blackie, they're getting the numbers. You know, even on
on
YouTube,
Spotify.
Even on YouTube, like across all platforms, Apple Music, YouTube, everywhere. You know, so I think the industry sort of like changing a little bit.
Okay.
Come down to the.
But let's think about it then. So for Costa Teach to stream like that, because next week I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for these. We're gonna look for these artists. We're gonna actually put down their monthly streams on Spotify, right?
Exactly.
And on YouTube, right? And try to figure this out, because I feel like they pick and choose.
Yeah.
I think they pick and choose. So they'll probably look at your iTunes or they'll look at your YouTube, and you'll find your YouTube, you have 2 streams. But on Spotify, you have 10,000 streams.
With these artists I just mentioned, it's consistent.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying. Those artists who got their music deleted. Removed, right? So it's fine that you go on YouTube, he's got like 2 streams.
Yeah.
And then you go on Spotify, he's actually hitting 100,000.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know how they did that. They need to explain it. Okay, probably they did by saying it's fake streams, right?
Like,
but how do you figure out if it's a straight stream, it's a fake stream? Because of, I feel like
it's easy. Listen, if I play your song like 10,000 times, you might get 10,000 streams, but it shows it's 10,000 from one disc. You see how it goes?
Okay.
Yeah, so they can see all that. So they take all this information, you know, with their artificial intelligence systems and determine whether you're getting a fake streams or it's real streams.
Yo, being an artist now, it's expensive, bro.
You know.
And I remember telling artists, they need to mix the old with the new, bro.
How?
If you mix the old with the new, there's one thing that will never die, and I kept quiet about it. CDs, bro.
Yeah.
CDs. If you sell your own CDs, you still make money, but you need to be smart on how you sell your CDs.
But like, I feel like, you know, things have changed. You know,
that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the mentality.
Streaming has taken over.
Yeah, right, streaming has taken over, but you need to be smart on how you push your CD.
Yeah.
Bro, that's like literally making 100% profit.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You need to figure out.
Why are you going to sell
the problem in the streets? Baby, there's people. The problem, there's still people who are playing CDs today. For real.
But compared to...
Let's talk about piracy. Piracy is still there. You do know that, right?
Yeah, it is.
Right? So if people are still pirating CDs, why can't you pirate your own CD? Explain me that.
You know, I really think it goes back to genre, bro.
No, the thing is the problem. Nah, let me be honest. Let's be real. You guys now are lazy. You guys don't wanna backpack, bro. Selling a CD, bro, means backpacking and being in the streets the whole day. Because I'm telling you, bro, think about it. to print a CD is like, let's say 15 rand, right?
Yeah.
You're selling your CD for 50 rand or 100 rand, right? But let's not go too expensive. Let's say 50 rand, right? So meaning how much profit are you making? 35 rand.
Yeah.
So imagine being in the streets the whole day. It doesn't matter if you're doing music and have a 9 to 5. If you have a 9 to 5, you're in the streets most of the day because you have to wake up in the morning, go to work, right?
Yeah.
Because you're using public transport, you're in the streets, right? Then there's lunch. Then there's people at your workplace, right?
Yeah.
And there's lunchtime, right? And then there's going back home. And then there's the weekend. Wait, it's the weekend. The weekend, you're at home.
Yeah.
Because not all these artists have gigs, right?
That's facts, bro.
Right?
That's facts, bro.
You're at home, right? You can wake up in the morning, still push it as a 9 to 5. Go to garages. People still buy CDRs, bro. For real. People still buy pirated music. Pirate your own music. So imagine if, let's just say, you doing a 9 to 5, you wake up in the morning, you go to work. From in the morning until you get home, you pushed 5 CDs. That's 5 times 35 rand.
Yeah.
And you do that Monday to Friday, right? Let's say in that whole week, you were able to push 10 CDs, 20 CDs, 30 CDs. Let's say even 100 CDs. Or let's just say not even 100 CDs. Let's just stick to a proper number. 50 CDs.
Yeah, let's say 50.
50 CDs. So 50 CDs times 35 rand, bro. Do the math. And on Saturday, you wake up in the morning and you're in the streets from in the morning till in the evening, bro, pushing. And in a day, you are able to push 20 CDs. On Sunday, you do the same thing. Because you love this, right?
Yeah.
You love this. Like, bro, you love this, right? Then you wake up in the morning, Sunday, same thing, right? Maybe you say, okay, I need to go to work, right? So let's just say you push a half a day and you push 5 CDs. So meaning Monday to Friday you pushed 50 CDs, Saturday you pushed 20 CDs, Sunday you pushed 10 CDs, right? That's how much? That's 50, 70,
Yeah,
that's
I
80.
think
80 times 35. 80 times 35. How much
That's
did you
a
make
lot.
that week? Right? You do the same thing the other week. The problem now is artists, we're lazy, we're running in the digital. Guys, understand.
Nah, it's not like that. You know, I personally have like 3 friends who have tried CDs but failed. They really push, I won't lie to you, bro.
3?
3 artists like who all tried to sell CDs of their EPs and all that but failed.
How did they try to push it?
Like one of them was standing in Mandela Bridge everywhere.
You don't need to stand.
Listen,
yeah?
like he was doing the
How
hard
much was
marketing.
it? How much was he selling it for?
I think it was 45 rand.
How many? It was an EP. How many tracks?
7 tracks.
7 tracks EP.
Yeah.
You see what? And how much did it take you guys to print that CD?
I'm not sure.
What you were supposed to actually go back to the drawing board and figure out the numbers.
You know, but
And
even before
we
we even
figure
check
out-
the number of tracks, you know, people were just like, nah.
Figure out where you are. You can't sell. For example, right?
Yeah.
Where do these guys work in some CDRs? Yo, bro, we're about to expose people now. But anyway, people by my CDRs, my promo will be most of the time skim some. By my
I'm
CDRs.
not sure.
They blow them at places like Welimo.com.
Will they give you their time?
They do. Bro, let me tell you something about hip hop and the people with the car, especially I want to say car, see, and somebody who are pushing small bro, somebody who's pushing a hustle. They got love for you, bro.
Yeah. Now I think I'll do my
I
research,
remember-
'cause
I remember
I
with
really
me-
won't lie, you know. From my
It's-
side, I really disagree with all of this.
You disagree. Let me explain why,
Yes.
bro. Let me tell. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember when we were pushing an artist of mine. That was my artist that I used to work with. They just didn't wanna go out there and actually do hard. They were just
Yeah.
impatient. But this is a patient game. As much as why is that you wanna be patient for online numbers, but you don't wanna be patient for the groundwork.
It's because my target audience is online.
Your target market is only, but your target all your target market people are not all online, bro.
Yeah, but the majority. So I'm talking about something like 16 to like 30 years. Most of them are online.
But 16 to 30s, those people have cars.
Yeah.
Not 16, but 25 to 30.
But they
Your
play,
target
flash drive
your
with
target
the car.
market, but your target market is not just there. That's
What
that's
you
your
play in
online.
your car?
But that's your online. What I play in my car, I play hip hop. I play flash drive.
Exactly.
Listen. I play a flash
that's my
drive.
point.
No, I play a flash drive because there's nobody that came to me to play CDs. I remember when Amapiano, you need to go look at where Amapiano gets pushed. Amapiano and hip hop, Ekasi, gets pushed mostly on CDs because these guys who pirate these things, they put it in a CD and they sell it, and these guys actually buy it.
Nah, I really think if there was
It's
a cheaper way of selling flash drives, it could have been easier. Have your EP in a flash drive.
There is a cheaper way, but you just need to be smart. That's why I say people need to.
That's when you can sell more fast drive than CDs. I think you can do that.
Bro, what I can say is you just need to be patient, my guy, when it comes to this thing. You can't just be patient for online streaming and online numbers and not be patient and hardworking offline. It's actually cheaper to push offline than online. But what you can do, if you plan it smartly, you can actually connect those numbers. And I've always been trying to teach this people, you can actually connect the numbers. If you can actually gain 10 fans offline, 5 of them are going to be your fans online.
Yeah.
You just need to be patient and actually work hard and push and actually connect the numbers. But then if you don't actually do that, bro, and because trust me, as an unknown artist that doesn't have much money, you can release your album in January, right?
Yeah.
Spend, let's say, 300 rand to get it on all major streams, right? But later on, December, that 300 rand, you're not gonna make it back.
Yeah. Now I think we'll just do more research.
It's all about doing research.
Come back to this topic.
And after that, gigging, bro. You do know you can also push numbers on gigging.
Yeah.
You can push actually more CDs.
It's actually
at gigging. Exactly. So what you do is you need to connect the dots. Nowadays, artists, I feel like social media and the internet has made artists lazy. It has made us so lazy that we feel like I would rather push my stuff online.
Bro, even people like Cass, it was complaining that the city isn't selling that much anymore.
Yes, but
it's because the consumer behavior has changed.
Yeah, it has changed, but nobody's gonna go to a store and buy your CD. We're gonna look for it online, but you can't compare yourself to Casper Nyovest.
Nah.
But do you know that overseas guys? But do you know the overseas guys are actually still publishing CDs?
Overseas in South Africa are different.
That's the thing about it. Do you see? That's why you need to do your research, connect the numbers, and connect the dots, and be patient in that way, and actually work. Bro, let me explain something. If you wanna be big like Casper, you can't work like Casper.
Yeah.
You need to work 10 times as much as Casper. You need to actually sweat and bleed more than Casper. If you wanna be the next AKA, you can't do what AKA is doing.
Yeah.
I think people need to understand that.
Yeah, now we'll definitely get
Listen,
I feel like this topic is never gonna end. Because
But listen, for me, I'm an old school guy, bro.
Yeah.
Human behavior has changed, but it hasn't changed.
How many of you old school guys are still there?
Wait.
Like one cities.
What's
in South Africa, and don't talk about overseas.
Not a lot because of
exactly.
Though, but that's the thing about it. Why is the piracy guys are still making money from CDs, bro?
Which piracy guys?
Guys, okay, bro.
If you're talking about movies, yes, they do make money over movies. Through cities, yes.
Yes, and
but music wise,
they do.
Where exactly, my bro?
I'm not gonna tell people where to find piracy CDs because I'm gonna be exposing people.
Listen, for other sounds like what do you call this Zulu sound? What do you call this? Yeah, that market buys that market buys cities. That's fact, But when you come back to hip hop, it's a different situation.
Hip hop, but where is hip hop was born? Hip hop is old school, bro. You need to be able. That's why I say you need to.
I'm talking about the market.
You need to be able to mix the old school and the new school. The moment you find that sweet spot, that's when you'll be good. Trust me.
Yeah, but the behavior just changed. You
guys are just
like you said, most of artists stopped pushing CDs, which means also the consumers changed. So now it's different. It's harder than before.
Let me explain something, bro. I remember have you watched that social media documentary?
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
And what's your take from it?
Basically, just social media is now controlling people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's controlling your minds. You guys are letting it control your minds. You let social media and the internet actually determine what you do for your career.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, bro. Do not don't let the internet tell you what you need to do for your career. You need to figure out your own career and what you believe is going to work for your career. You understand what I'm saying, bro? There's a lot of things that you can do for you to make money, bro. Yes, there's synchronization. Let's not talk about the typical stuff, bro. Let's talk about what I think a lot of people have forgotten certain moves that they can make them money, right? And let me tell you something about music and entertainment, bro. Entertainment is a very selfish woman. She doesn't want to share you.
Yeah.
If you think you're gonna push a 9 to 5, you are working and at the same time you're pushing music, or you wanna be an actor, forget. It's not gonna work out. Cause with music, it needs you to be there 24/7. Even with acting. Yeah. Remember we had this conversation. I remember we had it offline, right, or off the camera, and I'd asked you, and I'm like, what happens when you have an audition at 12 o'clock and at least people actually want you? They don't want to do auditions. Somebody told them about you, they saw your video, and they want to see you Wednesday, 9 o'clock. And you will be Spani.
Yeah.
Do you see now? And Espani, they know at work, they're not gonna take this crap of yours of saying, I need to go do this nyangela, you know.
If you get the role, what happens?
The bosses are not the same, bro.
Yeah.
So Janice, do you get what I'm saying, bro? So you need to start there, bro. Music and entertainment. And I'm saying music and entertainment because yes, music is entertainment, but the music industry is the most hardest industry you can ever be in. I can tell you that. If you want to argue with me, holler at me at the comments and we'll have this conversation. Music is the most hardest career move you can ever make, right? I can tell you this. If you're not gonna give music or your acting or your whatever 100%, bro,
yeah,
forget it. It's not gonna work out.
Exactly.
You know, it needs to get to a point where you need to give up everything. You need to ask yourself, are you willing to give 100% to it and actually risk it, or you're not? If you're not gonna risk it, it's not gonna work out for you, bro.
Yeah.
I remember when I was on Morning Live. I was on Morning Live the other time.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, thank you, bro.
Congratulations.
People been inboxing me, bro. It's like, how did you get on Morning Live? Yeah. Oh, Hardy, I didn't see that. Hardy, I didn't see that. Yo, thanks, bro. People were asking, how did I get on Morning Live? And I'm like to them, it's persistence, consistent. Not even you start by knocking on the doors, bro.
Yeah.
Like knock knock, they don't answer, right? Then knock 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 knock, they don't answer, right? It gets to a point where you don't even knock anymore. So you start knocking like a cop now. You bang on the door, and if they don't actually want to open, you kick down the door. But you're not going to be able to do that between a 9 to 5 and actually doing that because it's a consistent thing, bro, you know? So, all I can say is, listen, when I have the time, next time, I will try to explain how to mix the old school and the new school. That'll be me actually giving away my formula, you know, which I really, really don't feel like giving away my formula yet, right? Because listen, what I've done is constantly study the industry and study human behavior. You're right, people have changed and they went more digital, right? But I'm saying that you can able to mix the digital and the analog, which is basically the offline. You cannot just exist online, bro. You also need to exist offline. There's a way of it. People do not just study the industry on the internet. You need to study human behavior by watching TV, reading books, listening to radio, and just study the people who are around you.
Yeah.
Once you study that, remember that music has, you know what happened with music, bro? Music was just music back in the days, remember?
Yeah.
Then it switched to business.
Yeah.
Right? But now it switched to learning. I want people to understand. It was music. Then it became business. Now people, it's learning. Why do I say learn? Because you have to study. Now you need to study. You need to behave like Spotify or Facebook. Facebook studies its human behavior the whole day.
Big time, bro.
But why don't you do that for yourself, for your career? You need to behave like Facebook, where you study human behavior whole day. Study. Do a survey.
That's fact.
Do a survey. If you have 10,000, bro, how do you have 10,000 followers and you don't even ask them questions? Ask them. Would you buy my hard CD?
Yeah, now I think like over time, you know, we're gonna talk more about branding.
Yeah, so like I said,
like the day is still long, you know.
Yeah,
so,
we'll have this conversation. Like I said, in due time.
For today, we just wanted to kick off things.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah, so for me, I've like studied the game, bro. Figured out. But as we go, I'll bit by bit give you what I'm comfortable with when it comes to my formula, what I think is gonna work, and I say my formula because of I don't want people thinking, oh, but it hasn't worked for you. I haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
Because I released my album last year, and then I got disturbed by the coronavirus.
Yeah.
So this year, hopefully things, and then that's when I'm gonna start figuring out and see what I can do with this formula. Because what I do, I constantly go back to the drawing board and change things and like, okay.
But
right?
to just like round up things, what are your plans for the podcast this year? What should the people expect?
Listen, like I said, last week was it last week or the week before?
The week before.
The week before we had Sean. We had Sean Ego on the podcast because of technical errors. We couldn't put it up. He couldn't make it today. But I'm gonna make sure that we bring him on next week. Yeah. I'm gonna try, but if not, I'm gonna make sure. This year, I feel like we're gonna go. That's my opinion, right? You correct me when I'm wrong. We're gonna go hard when it comes to this backyard things, you know. Because I feel like what we're gonna do is we going to find our own backyards because nobody's saying anything about it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna I have a lot of friends. I think people need to believe that people need to expect more interviews because last year we didn't do interviews.
Yeah, we did.
More interviews. I have friends in the music industry, in entertainment. I'm gonna try to twist my goals to bring us more guests. And
shout out to that.
Yeah, and get us more backyards. Yeah. We're gonna try to do that when we interview that person and actually be in their backyard. But yeah, more interviews, more information. And I want people to understand this. I'm not going to be that guy that agrees with everything. And people are going to hate me in the industry for this. But I'm not going to agree with everything. I'm the devil's advocate when it comes to...
As you always say.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am going to be the devil's advocate. We don't need to just say yes to everything. If it's bad, it's bad.
Exactly. So yeah, I think that's it. You know, if you know my side, I think we bring a lot of features.
Shout out to Big Zulu.
It's doing amazing.
Listen, did we shout out them in the show before or the show?
We did.
Okay.
Imagining hit those.
Yes. Shout out to Big Zulu. Big Zulu is doing amazing things, bro. Yeah. And shout out to the Saha winners. Even though I feel like we're a bit late. Shout out to them. Shout out to a lot of people that are making moves. I saw a lot of people that there were artists that I had my eye on and they were supposed to be making moves and they were not, but now they are. Shout out to them. So
we're gonna keep you on the look throughout the year.
Yeah, it's gonna be more information, more news, more me being evil. I'm not gonna play around with people. I know. If I'm
Exactly.
So
then in terms of the artist of the week, this episode there is no artist of the week.
Nah,
we've been pretty much off the radar